Hello, welcome to a new video. I just want to do a little introduction and say, yes, I do look very summery in this upcoming video. I started filming it back last summer. I don't know why it's taken me so long to finish, but there we are. I've put it together with some more recent clips and it's all about my creative journal, which is here. So I hope you enjoy watching. So folks, let's talk about journals. I feel like I haven't talked about journals in a little while, so let's have a little bit of a catch up about it. So this is the journal I've been using this year. In March this year I began this one. I started off trying to fill one book per year, too difficult, so I gave up on that. So I've been catching up on our Yorkshire holiday trip and have been filling the pages with things that we did, little leaflets and maps that I've picked up along the way. It is quite fun making sure I pick up something wherever we visit if I can. And then it's also quite fun finding stickers and things from my sticker books that sort of go with it. However, we are coming towards the end of this book. There's a few pages left and I'm guessing at Glastonbury Festival we'll finish those pages. So it's time, I think, to do something different. The thing is, it's become a bit of a chore. I think because I do so many creative things. I don't need another creative thing. I don't need another creative outlet, as people say. So, whereas when I began doing this creative journal thing, it sort of changed formats along the way. It started off being, I wanted to practice sketching, so I wanted to sketch wherever I went and yeah, practice my drawing skills basically. So it started off like that. Then the drawing became too much of a hassle and took too long. I just wanted to get on with recording the events of my life, you know. So then I dropped the drawing and I stuck with the stickers and the washi tape and cutting out leaflets and stuff, which is really good fun. But lately I'm struggling to, I still really enjoy it, but all the time, and this goes for everything, no matter what I'm doing, I feel like I should be doing something else, but nothing more so than doing this journal. Particularly as I was talking to my mum the other day about it, and she said you don't really need to do it when you're doing YouTube, which is true. Like, if I'm doing it to record the events of my life, it's all there on YouTube. It doesn't need to be in a book as well. So I think I'm gonna go back to doing something more daily. Do you remember a few years ago when I did a thankfulness journal? Hang on, let me get it. It wasn't just a thankfulness journal. I think people are put off by calling it that. They think, oh, well, every day I'll just write the same thing. I'm grateful for my home, I'm grateful for the food, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my dog. So it was more of recording anything positive, just positive things really, anything nice, just like seeing swallows flying around that day or something. And it actually became a bit more of a personal journal than my creative journal, because I would just write little things that I've thought of, little things, little fluffy clouds. Anyway, yeah, so this was this one. I'll just do a quick, I won't flip through the whole thing, you might have seen it at the time. It might have been on my Patreon actually. So this was a very, what would you call it? This whole journal took quite a long time to make. You know, there are little pockets and highly decorated little things. Every tag I edged with ink to make it look old, and I've stuck a little tab on it, or with this one I've done a hole punch and added some coloured wool. You know, so it was quite an aesthetic journal, as you can see. All the papers sort of go together and yeah, lots of little things fun to do. But again, I would struggle to justify the time in doing something like this again. So I've been thinking about what to do next, because one of the things I find with the creative journal is that something happens that day and I think, oh, I want to write that down, but I can't because I've still got the rest of the last holiday to catch up on, or I've still got things to stick in from the day out we had. So it's become a frustration. So I just want something ready and I can just write a couple of sentences So I still have a love for beautiful paper. You either get it or you don't. But yeah, like this was a pack from Stamperia and it was beautiful. I can't remember what it was called now. I mean, just look at that design. Just beautiful. I love all this sort of thing. And when I got started with the journaling, I bought a whole load of paper. Actually, this stems right back until my pyrography days, when I made journals and did a pyrography sign on the front. Not sign, a pyrography sort of title on the front that I'd do it onto wood and glue that onto the book. And then I sort of dabbled with making my own books. So that's what I'm going to go back to. I'm going to make some nice books, but that are better designed just to write in. So ones like this, they are pretty, but too pretty. Like these are too pretty to write on. I just want to make it simple. Basically, I want to simple up my journaling. I just want to have some nice pages, and if there's paper like this that looks really nice, then I'll just leave it like this and I can look at it and appreciate it when I go back through it. And yeah, it's going to become back to what it was, a bit like a thankfulness journal, just little observations. It's not going to be a place for my angsty verbal diary that I have. I have another diary for that. Any time I get overwhelmed, or there's an issue that I need to solve, or I just feel like life is getting on top of me, then I work through that in my diary, and that's completely separate. I think when I die, those ones I'm just going to burn. But these ones with little snippets, I quite like the idea of that being something that maybe my grandchildren might like to look through at one point in the future. I don't know. I don't know, I've asked this before, but if you are a little newer around here and haven't seen my journaling videos before, do let me know in the comments if you keep a journal. What type of journal do you do? Do you do something creative, or do you just write, or is that not something that has ever interested you? And I don't know, there's just something in me, I think, that wants to record everything. I think it's because I'm so forgetful. I think that's, at the end of the day, I think that's why, and I'm so scared of forgetting what I've done with my life. Yeah, I think at the end of the day that's what it is. Yeah, also let me know why you think you journal. If you do, that would be interesting. Excuse my Sunday very backlit hair. So anyway, I just wanted to show you because this morning I finished taping together all my pages of this journal. So this is now all put together, and I'm about to go looking for some fabric to so every time I look at the viewfinder I'm just laughing. It's just like, whoa, that's from all the wind that we had in Bath yesterday. My hair just went crazy, and it's obviously not recovered. So sorry about that distraction. Yeah, so I'm about to go upstairs in my look in my fabric stash for some nice fabric, maybe some velvet or maybe just some upholstery fabric. Let's see what we find. It would be nice if it went with this actually, so maybe something in pink or teal or purple. And I'm going to make this. This is one of those things I tend to do. I do the pages and then I never make the cover. So I am going to get straight on with making the cover. Gosh, I'm in complete silhouette, so this is not going to work very well, but let me stand back. I found the perfect, there you can just see the colour. Look at that fabric. So yeah, I stand under the light. Shit. Whoopsie daisy, I think you're alright. So, I've just measured it. It's exactly the right width. Thank goodness, because this is the perfect colour to go with the pages that I've done. Yeah, it's just sort of catching the light every now and then. You can sort of see the colour. I can't be bothered to iron it. It's got huge creases, and it's the sort of fabric that's really hard to get creases out of. So I'm just going to have creases on my notebook cover. And I've also got an Amazon packaging box. I'm going to cut that to the right size and tear off all these flappy bits that we don't need. By the way, I wouldn't recommend this method of making a book. I kind of wish I had simply hole punched these pages and made it as simple as that and put some metal ring binders in and to create a journal that way, because for one thing it took me a really long time. I caught up on a couple of Zooms I had missed and some YouTube videos and I got this done, but it did take a really long time and I got very frustrated with the tape I was using. It just kept tearing in the middle. So almost for every set of 2 pages that I was taping together, I had to cut the tape, spend a little bit of time picking at it off the reel, and then carrying on, and yeah, at least once or twice every time that would happen. So that was very frustrating and very slow going. So I don't think I will do this method of binding books again. So by the way, if you happen to know of a way to create a book out of pages you don't want to fold in half, I'd be really interested in hearing it, because I'm bound to have some more pages like this. Maybe not this size, but yeah, I'm bound to have some more pages that I'll want to keep intact because the art on the card or the paper is just so pretty. I don't want to spoil it by folding it in half and sort of losing that picture in the making of the book. So thank you in advance if you happen to make your own journals and know what to do in this situation. It'll also be interesting to see how well this holds up after several months of use. So there we are, and here is my now finished, sort of finished journal. I haven't finished filling it in, so I will probably do a label at the top with a little bit of pyrography when I know the dates. At the moment, obviously, I've only started it but not finished it. But yeah, I did the ribbon earlier today. I like these with the ribbons wrapped around it. I like how I do that. So I have filmed a flip through of my 2025 creative journal. And as it's going to be a long chatty one, I'll put that on the membership, so please join my membership if you would like to see that. And in the meantime, happy journaling. I hope you enjoy your cutting and sticking, and yeah, like I said, do let me know in the comments if you keep a creative journal and why. Is it because you want to record your life? Is it because you want to remember it? Is it a family, what would you call it, like a family history? Yeah. That would be interesting. Yeah, sorry, I know in this video I have sort of covered a lot of these topics before, but that's kind of the problem with being on YouTube for so long. I'm afraid some of these topics will be repeated, and sorry if you've been around so long that you've seen similar videos already. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you again very soon. Do take care. Bye.